Okay, so while we're exercising at home, it's important we still try and get outside, get some vitamin D. So try not to spend all day cooped up inside. Right, the next load of exercise I'm going to show you is using an inner tube. So you should all have a spare inner tube. If not, take one out of your bike, because let's face it, you shouldn't be out on your bike at the moment. And all we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make this into a resistance band. Just going to lie it on the floor. And we're going to just fold it over so you're forming an 8 shape. Okay, now then you fold it over again, and that makes a resistance band of 2. It doesn't matter that the valve's still there, although you could cut that off if you wanted to with a pair of scissors. Now to make it slightly harder, if you did want a bit more resistance, you just pull one of the ends a little bit further on, like so, and then you twist that and fold it over and pull it so it's a big kind of circle, and then you're going to wrap these around your legs. So just feed one leg through and then the other leg through, and it's around your ankles like so. Okay, a top tip for this: if you haven't cut the valve off, make sure the valve is in the middle and not against your leg, otherwise it will dig into your leg. Okay, so we've wrapped the inner tubes around your ankles. So it's either 2 wraps or 3 loops that you want. Okay, and you're going to squat down and you're going to do what's known as a monster walk. So it's striding out to the side, in, out, like this. I want you to try and do 20 walks. My garden's not big enough to do 20, and then the other way 20. This is really good work for the hips and the quads and the hip flexors. It's a really good work for cycling and for running. We can adopt a different type of walk now. I'm going to call it a crazy walk. Still got the loops 3 times around my ankles. We're going to squat down and we're going to walk around like so. It's like a duck walk. If you've ever seen duck squats, pretty similar to that. You're just walking around, and I want you to do that for 1 minute. Keeping the body nice and upright, looking forward, head up. Okay, I'm really enjoying the sun here. This is why I've got the sunglasses on. But you still need a wall for this exercise. Both hands on the wall, facing the wall. Okay, take one leg and extend your leg backwards. Try and keep the toes pointing down. This is a really good exercise for the glutes and the lower back. Once again, 20 reps, then change legs. Okay, find a wall to hold on to. I've unwrapped one of the loops from the bands now, so it's only 2 times around my legs, not 3. So you've got a bit more play. So hold on to the wall for balance, feet about shoulder width apart, and you're going to extend your leg up and keeping your foot parallel to the floor. So body nice and tall, look forward, and you're extending like so. You really feel it in the hips here. Really good strength exercise. You might actually feel it in the supporting hip as well. I want you to do 20 reps and then change sides. This exercise is for posture, so I formed it into just 2 loops. Okay, you want to find a wall that you can lie back on and push the small of your back into the wall, so it's flat against the wall, and push your head against the wall. Okay, and try and get a double chin, so you're trying to get your chin as low as possible to your chest, and then you pull the resistance band above your head. You put your elbows and knuckles onto the wall, So a little bit of discomfort here if you're doing it properly, because you will be sliding your knuckles against the wall. So you've got to do it slowly, and all you're doing is pulling the shoulders down and then back up. And I want you to try to do 20 reps. Now, if you've got enough resistance, this is really good for posture and for helping those swim muscles, which are not going to be used or we can't swim. So all you're doing is try and force the chin down still, and pulling the elbows slightly down, knuckles and elbows against the wall, small of the back into the wall, and you're just repeating. So I'm feeling this a lot in my back. Now, a lot of people are spending a lot of time indoors, and they're sat down, and they're normally sat down on sofas watching TV and things, and that's really bad for your posture. So I in particular need to do this because it's good for my posture. And you're just pulling the shoulders down. Elbows should just go slightly lower than shoulder height. You see what I'm doing there? Just pulling the band as I pull my elbows down. Okay, another fantastic exercise for rotator cuff issues, but also to strengthen the rotator cuff muscles. So a lot of people have issues with the rotator cuff when they're swimming. They might get referred pain into the front of the shoulder. Okay, so we're going to do a double loop. We're going to wrap it around the door handle. Don't touch the door handle unless you've got gloves on, or unless you're going to wipe the door down on the floor. So we're going to shut the door, make sure it's secure. You're going to get the band in the palm of your hand like so, elbow into your hip. Now it has to be always touching your hip. And all you're going to do is pull it across the body like so. We're going to do 20 reps. When we've done 20 reps, you're going to change to the other hand, and you might need to move closer to the door, and then you're pulling it across the body outwards. Okay, and when you've done that side as well, 20 reps, you then turn around and you do the opposite exercises. You've done 20, final one, pulling out. Okay, so we can do some more exercises with an inner tube. We can do lat raises or lateral raises and frontals. So with a lateral raise, you put one foot, make sure the arch of your shoe is on the band. If it's further forward, you don't want it slipping up like that. So make sure the arch of your shoe is on the band. Okay, like so. And hold the opposite hand. And all you're doing, I'll stand sideways so you can see, all you're doing is you're pulling the hand up to shoulder height with the knuckles facing upwards with the opposite arm, like so. Keep the knees bent, posture nice and tight. And once again, 20 of those, and then swap arms. Now, you can use two bands, make sure the inner tubes are the same length. And you stand with the arch of your shoes on both bands. See, I've got the valves here, so they're not going to be uncomfortable. And you can go both arms at the same time. Once again, so nice and tall, posture nice and tight. And you're just lowering and raising until about shoulder height. And that is actually quite intense. It's quite a good resistance. So these are standard 700mm inner tubes. Pets and kids videos. Okay, that's really good. Okay, and then we can still use the two bands, and we can do frontals. So you can just use one band if you've only got one inner tube. And frontals are coming up to the front of you, knuckles up, elbows slightly bent so your arm's not locked out, slight bend in the elbow, up to shoulder height, and then change arms. It's best to do one at a time, not both, because you'll use your back to do both. So just one at a time. And I would say do 15 each arm, so total of 30. You'll start to feel that. So I'm going to show you a standard ab crunch exercise now. So what we do is get down on the floor. So this one is a very comfortable ab exercise. You lift your legs up, you cross your ankles, and you want your legs at 90 degrees. So this is forming a 90-degree angle. You bring your hands just touching your ears very lightly, and you curl up. Nice and controlled. You want to try and get as high as you can. 20. Well, that's 10, but I want you to aim for 20. So this is a reverse crunch. You put your hands behind your head back. You want to lift your legs straight up in the air, cross the ankles, and all you're doing is you pull your legs towards your head and lift the backside off the ground and lower, and try and not to use too much momentum, nice and slow. And if you can, you actually push up as well at the end. Once again, repeat 20 times.